Okay, so there should be 4 of these.
Nice. Hello, everybody.
There you go.
Are we in?
We are live.
Are we in?
Well, we're on.
Okay, so oh God, do you know before? Just before I came in here. Oh, actually, Dylan,
Yes.
I'm going to give you that prompt, aren't I, to get us a hot drink for the angly bit. Okay. Did you say you were able to text one of the guys?
Yes, I can text. I'll text Calvin now, so he's
just
primed.
so he knows.
Yes.
Get the kettle boiled.
Okay. Right.
Ryan, how do you take your coffee? Milk and a sugar?
I'll have a tea.
tea?
Ooh!
Please, mate.
Yeah.
I didn't know you drank tea.
Yeah.
In what format would you like your tea?
Wet, please.
Wet.
Yeah.
In what format?
Yeah. Milky, black.
Yeah, a good milk to tea ratio.
Good milk tea ratio.
70-30.
No sugar.
2.
You have that much milk in your tea?
Yeah.
30% milk?
Fuck
you
it.
wrong?
Make it 40.
Okay.
Please, still.
I'll tell Calvin.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't have a panic
In
attack.
fact, fuck it. Just make the milk warm and put a tea bag in it.
Right off.
And
You're trying to trigger me.
Yeah.
It worked.
If you could bring the milk bottle in,
Yeah.
that'd be great. I'll do my own.
Okay.
Just baby bird milk into it.
Whoa. Do you know what? I genuinely think I'd cry, you know? I do. I think if somebody was to, I mean, given your ideas,
Yeah.
I think if you wanted to get information out of me or you wanted to torture me because I was a really, really
Interrogation.
bad person, then literally just like semi-recumbent on a chair, restrained with one of them things out in my mouth and just like take some milk in your mouth, go, and then go.
I'd tie you to the Spitfire.
I think I'd just be deceased at that moment. I don't think my life would continue.
Tie you to the Spitfire and be like, right, I'll be back now. And just scuttle off. And then all you do is... You have to bring the cow straight in. Just put the udder over your mouth.
There's only one thing worse than bottled milk, and that's fresh milk from a tit.
Straight from the cow.
Right, so I should be doing this on the podcast really, but all the people in the background get this free. When I was a midwife and I'd have to, go and teach people how to breastfeed and stuff.
Yeah.
If I was like keeping them a little while, and it was like 4 or 5 weeks before I discharged them, and there's a baby breastfeeding, by that time, the colostrum gone, it's full milk. And so if a baby just went, the way babies pull away, they just have that sort of like monged out face because they're full.
Milk drunk.
Yeah, and they just go, and they've got milk. If I saw that, they just went away from the tit, and those milk was what that. I just went. It was ridiculous. I couldn't even watch a baby like trickle breast milk.
Is that bad? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. And one of my subjects today, I don't even know why I've done it, to be honest, because I'm just triggered to fuck. Gives you a little bit of a hint. It's the next episode, though, Sals.
Oh, you won't see it.
Right.
Okay.
Sarah P, I'm the same, love.
Who's what?
There's no diagnosis, but the evidence is unignorable. Sarah P saying she loves the ADHD shirt.
I didn't think Sarah P was supposed to be on.
Oh, you're in shit now.
I think I seem to remember a post somewhere in the group saying that she wouldn't be on.
You're
she had
in
to wait
shit
for
now.
hubby.
Oh no, he's home.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, right, I maybe read that wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry if I got you in shit and you didn't deserve it. Okay, then.
Nice.
Are you all sorted over there?
I
Dylan?
think everything is looking and sounding great. We're live. Everybody's in. I'm recording, most importantly. That's good. Love that for me.
How many have we got on?
11 up to
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Nice.
Right, I've got a task for you. I don't know whether you'll be able to do it, though, and still pay attention, because it might be a little bit too much concentration for you.
Struggle with that.
Okay.
Vicky, just give us a little a neutral volume 1212 as well too, just to make sure your level.
A neutral volume, so not my loud raucous self. 1212.
Amazing. It's gonna give you a little.
Fucking sassy that.
Was it?
Yeah, there was attitude behind that.
Because you fucking kicked me off, shouting out the window at me when I came in. I barely like stepped out the fucking car, and you're like that. I'm like, yeah, morning to you.
Fuck you.
Honestly, guys, girls, I didn't get a hello. I got that.
What's your name? Ezekiel. Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Let's go live on Facebook, don't I? Stars and Abels.
What's your name? Tony.
So yeah, I've got a job for you,
Okay.
but you've got to do it quite quick. Are you able to? Oh, no, I don't want to.
Just come on.
No, because it's a competition.
Write it
A
down.
t-shirt competition. I need to tell you.
Can you mute us quick?
Okay, hold on.
See,
hold on,
fucking
hold on.
technology.
Boom, boom. Okay. And
We haven't got to do it right this second because we're about to go live.
Well, the only time I'll be able to do it is right now.
okay.
Okay, go on then. Let's go.
We're back,
Let's
we're back,
do
we're
it.
back.
Morning, everybody over on Facebook. Right, so I've actually got a spot on me cheek, and it's on my Facebook side. So
Oh, yeah.
those on Facebook, got a spot somewhere. It's not good. Right, shall we go?
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hello and good morning. Welcome to episode 92 of the Patterson podcast. We've got a load of folk over on Facebook. Good morning. And we've got a load of folk over on YouTube as well who've joined us via Patreon. Hope you're all doing okay on this Monday morning. Rai is not being ignorant. He's doing something that I've just asked him
Yeah,
to do.
I've delegated it to Mrs. G.
Have you? I really like that because I was worried that you'd be doing the task
I'm
and
back
not
on YouTube.
concentrating on what I'm saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't
And
be.
obviously, it's a podcast with two people.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
good if you were paying attention.
Yeah,
So
I'm here.
that's really, really good delegation. Well done.
Yeah, I like the mute though. The mute was good, wasn't it?
Do you know what? Occasionally, I want to be like dead cunty and think if I say it, I'm going to get cancelled. I'll be like, Dylan, just hit the mute a minute.
Oh yeah, we start
And all
utilising
the
that.
X's and whirls and all the like, offensive stuff that's going to get me
Yeah.
cancelled. Get it out the way. Like, okay then, Dylan, thank you very much.
So next time we bring up J.K. Rowling.
No, I want to publicly slag off J.K. Rowling.
No, I'm just worried about what you might say.
I'm not going to say the C-U-N-T word because that would get me done for it.
Yeah.
But I can say that I don't like her.
Yeah, there you go.
J.K. Rowling and Sharon Davis now as well for the same reason. But we're not going to go into that today because we're going to have positive vibes today.
Woo.
Well, I haven't had me
Tory Fanta.
me Tory Fanta ASMR, Dylan. Hang on.
Come on, love.
You ready?
Oh.
Oh,
Fucking hell. Dylan's
Sorry.
got a wide on.
Sorry. Wasn't ready for that.
he's got a wet on.
Anyway, so yeah, we've got Dylan today. Morning,
Hello.
Dylan.
Hello, everybody.
What's the crack?
Oh, a bit of Tory Fanta. Love it. Right, so it's the 16th of June today. Do you know what next week is?
Surrender.
What?
Surrender.
No, that's this weekend. Next week.
Right, okay, no.
On Tuesday next week. No, don't know hazard a guess what Tuesday next week might be.
Nope.
Mrs. G will know.
Probably.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Oh, happy
It's my
birthday for
50th
next week.
birthday on Tuesday. I've been saying I'm like nearly 50 for about 5 years.
Are you doing anything for it?
And finally, yeah. On the actual day itself,
Mm-hmm.
me and Jim are doing some stuff. Probably go for some nice food in the day. And I'll probably have like a 5-hour shag or something like that. A
Yes.
birthday shag.
Just a little one.
Just a little one with like little cake breaks in between. It's birthday shag. Put a candle in it. In the cake. Not in the head of his penis.
Yeah, sound.
A little bit of sounding with a birthday
Blow it out,
candle.
love.
One of the ones you can't blow out. Just keep blowing on the shaft of his penis like that. Jim, the candle's not going out, love. He's like, just blow harder. I'm blowing hard.
It's one of them sparklers.
It depends if I'm feeling evil that day. Yeah, a sparkler. We've done that in the club. I've told everybody about that, putting a sparkler down somebody's knob.
Oh my God.
He had 3 sparklers down his knob.
Ooh.
That's in a previous episode. Go back and have a look. Oh, people are saying hello on Facey. North Carolina. Hello,
Oh,
Nova
Jesus.
Scotia. I want to go to Nova Scotia. Who's that? Teresa. Hello. Have you ever seen much about Nova Scotia
I
and
think so.
Newfoundland and all
Yeah,
that
yeah,
area?
yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah.
looks really beautiful.
Beautiful.
They don't say Newfoundland. That's a UK thing.
Oh,
They get-
okay.
hang on a minute. I can't quite do it. I don't think. Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. Teresa, is that right, my love? Correct me if I'm wrong.
There's like a phenomenon with Newfoundland that there's a lot of people with fully Irish accents.
There is.
It's mental. I've
There's
watched a few
right.
videos. People like it sounds like they're from Cork,
Yes.
but they're from
No
Canada.
way.
I swear to God.
Yes.
It's
So
crazy.
there's an island. I can't remember what the island's called. It's self-sufficient, and there's this amazing hotel on the island, and a lot of people on the island actually work in the hotel, and they use everything. This is not even on script. Sorry, it's interesting. So yeah, everything in the hotel is sourced locally, and all the people, not all, a lot of people on the island work in this hotel, and it's keeping people on the island, whereas normally they'd go for work elsewhere, and the
Yeah.
population was going down. And the people that work and live there, they are of Irish heritage,
Yeah.
but they've kept their accent,
That's
and it's
crazy.
a really
innit?
weird mix between probably like Cork
Yeah.
and Canadian.
Yeah.
It's a really, and it works somehow. It's almost like singy, the way they
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
And sometimes they go more into Canadian, and then sometimes they go full on leprechaun. It's really it's a beautiful accent. But I was like, it blew my mind. Yeah.
I'd love that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Teresa, she's not. I need to know if I said Newfoundland right. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So 16th of June
Mhm.
on this day in 1963. That's real. I was going to say that was a little bit of a coincidence, but I can't say what it is because that's for later. Oh, nearly blew something out the water then. Anyway, on this day, 16th of June, 1963,
Go on.
the first woman went into space.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Her name was Valentina Tereshkova.
Sick name.
I've got a photo of her, actually, Dylan. There's a photo. There's like 4 photos in one, I think.
Little
You wouldn't-
collage. There's our Val.
But look at the bottom left one.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So for those who aren't watching, there's a photo of Valentina. She's got her a military uniform on with all of her badges. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Then she's actually in her astronaut, cosmonaut, they call them over there, don't they? Outfit.
Yeah.
And then there's one about, I don't know, 50 years later. And I'm really sorry because I'm sure she's lovely. She's a very clever lady. And she's knocking on, so I should be respectful, but her eyebrows need attention.
She looks like a villain, doesn't she? Like Scooby-Doo villain.
She does.
Like, yeah. Like someone's just took the mask off.
So, okay, for those watching
Wasn't
over
for
on
you
Facebook,
meddling
when
kids.
someone does that and the eyebrow goes up, right? Well, Teresa on the photo, she's got 2 of them. But
Yeah.
they've got a point like
Yeah.
that.
Like upside down night ticks, aren't they?
Maybe it's fashionable over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe looking pissed off all the time is the way to go over there.
I mean, she's always had that strong.
She looks like she's authoritative,
Oh yeah,
doesn't she?
yeah.
So when she went up to space, she was only 26,
What's it? Hell?
and she piloted. She piloted
No
Vostok 6, beating 400 other
Vostok.
applicants for the job. 26, she was that clever, that clued up, that sensible, that amount of common sense
Yeah.
to go and pilot a spaceship, basically, a rocket.
Well done, Val.
Isn't that good? This whole thing with the obsession going to space and everything, though, I'm not really on board. When you think about our planet is perfect, really. We've got everything on this planet to be self-sustainable, air, water, everything's just right. Okay, there's a lot of fucked up people that want to blow the fucking thing up, like.
Yeah.
But, the environment that we've got is perfect. I don't really understand the obsession with going and visiting that red planet out there. With fuck all on it. There's no oxygen.
Yeah.
There might be like, a few little bits of forms of life, amoebas and stuff like that. But it's just a red, inhospitable planet, and we're absolutely obsessed with it. And we've got the perfect planet here. I don't really get it. And all the money that they're spending now, exploring space, spend it on protecting our own planet right now. Because it's all going to shit a little bit, really.
I get
isn't it?
that. I love space though.
No, I do. I find it interesting. But the amount of billions of dollars and pounds that are being spent on exploring it. Well, actually, we need the money right here, right now, don't we? You know, source our own home out first before you go and digging around other people's. Do you not agree? Yeah. Anyway, so Valentina, she was born on this day. She's 88 now. She's still alive.
Still with us, yeah.
Still with us, 88. Yeah.
Here's
with her
right, Val, if you're
eyebrows.
watching.
With the dodgy eyebrows. Sorry, Valentina. Also on this day, in 1890, please tell me you've heard of Stan Laurel.
Yeah, fucking yes. One of my heroes.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, fucking loved him. Yeah.
Yeah. So Stan Laurel was born in 1890. And you know, he lived a long life considering you know, when he was born and people weren't living quite so long. He died in February 65 at the age of 74.
Bless him.
That was a long life, really. I loved Laurel and Hardy. They remind me of my dad.
Yeah.
When I was younger, my dad had Laurel and Hardy on all the time, and my granddad, and my uncle. And they just laughed out loud at really silly jokes and just stupidity.
The best slapstick.
Yeah, but it never grows old, does it? You know, every generation that comes along, if they watch Laurel and Hardy, they get it. And you can't help laugh. Do you know what it is? It's the facial expressions for me.
Because there's no words or nothing, is there?
And the comedic timing. I mean, even though I think Laurel and Hardy was semi-scripted, but I think when you watch it, there's a lot of ad-lib in there, 100%. Improvisation. And the way the comedic timing on their face, especially Oliver Hardy.
Yeah.
His expressions at times are just brilliant. His exasperation at Stan Laurel's stupidity.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie and Steve Coogan plays Stan Laurel?
I don't think I have.
Okay, if you're a big fan of Laurel and Hardy, you need to watch it.
Yeah.
It's about both of them. It's not just about Stan Laurel, but Steve Coogan. He's a really good character actor, and he pulls a doozy playing Stan Laurel.
No way.
He's studied him obviously for hours and hours and hours, and he gets him just right. It's really good. Have you seen him playing Stan Laurel?
I haven't. I'm aware of the film, but I actually haven't seen it myself.
He's
Love
really
Steve
good.
Coogan. Steve Coogan's amazing.
Yeah.
He's a really, really good actor. Underrated, really. He plays him brilliantly. But also, I think I've mentioned before, Steve Coogan played Jimmy Savile in a BBC series about Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
And I thought he was so brave taking that part because it was a part that he knew that he would have to get right. Yeah. There's no room for error because you're telling a really important story, which, you know, isn't great. But you've got to get that sort of thing right for all the people that were hurt and involved in you know, what Jimmy Savile did. And he knew he would never get an award for it.
Yeah.
He was taking that part on knowing that some people would probably turn their back on him for taking that part. And even if he played the role of his life, he would never get an award for that.
Because of who he was portraying.
Yeah.
Portraying.
And I thought he was really, really brave taking that on. And Jimmy can't watch it.
Yeah.
You think he watched a bit of the first episode, he went, yeah, I can't watch it. Anything like that makes him a bit sick, you know?
Yeah.
You can't watch anything right kids and all that.
Same,
can't do
honest,
it. But I've watched the whole thing. I've got to be honest, I was glued.
Yeah.
I was glued. There's just something about that. He didn't get Jimmy Savile down like perfect.
But enough.
Because he's not Jimmy Savile. But he got enough right. He got his mannerisms and how he talked. And the bit that he really got right was the nice comedy Family Guy Jimmy Savile that we saw on TV.
Yeah.
And like that split second evil.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's one particular bit and he's trying to encourage somebody to join him.
Yeah.
And he goes from being Mr. Nice Guy to evil in a split second. And the way Steve Coogan got that, I was like, oh God, that was award winning just there, but you're never going to get it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, what a guy. He plays him really, really well. So Laurel and Hardy, is there anything in particular that you like about them? What is it that's endearing?
It's just how genius it is. I mean, the reason I used to watch it was because my nan always used to have it on. So there's a part of it that always reminds me of her. But it's just so fucking funny.
It's so clever.
It's the chimney scene is one of the funniest things.
Yeah.
When he pulls him up the chimney, he's just on the thing.
Yeah.
It just comes up like, all right.
So, but it's so simple as well.
Yeah.
There's one particular, I don't know whether it's a film or it's actually a series, and I can't remember. And they're in one of the big old cars.
Yeah.
and you know where the back seats are a bit higher than the front.
Yeah.
And there's Laurel and Hardy and their 2 current wives or girlfriends. I can't remember. I think possibly wives. And they go on holiday, on vacation. All of the cases are in the back, and the car won't start. But before that, they were going, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye now, have a great time. I said goodbye 5 million times.
Yeah.
Then they got in the car wouldn't start. And one of them things, you know. Then they got it started. Goodbye, 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 have a great time. And it was so
simple.
stupid.
Yeah.
But and then as it was getting progressively more annoying, Oliver Hardy's face was showing the anger, and poor Stan got it.
Yeah.
It was just so stupid and simple. And it doesn't matter how old you are, you can't help but laugh at
funny.
that sort of simple comedy. I think it reminds you actually that life can be silly at times and not to take ourselves
a
too
lot of it's
seriously.
relatable as well, though, isn't it? Like you often find yourself in similar situations to what they're portraying, and you're like,
absolutely,
you know
you
what?
can definitely relate to it.
Yeah.
So, how long have we been going, Dylan?
We've been going 14 minutes.
All right, Facebook's gonna have to go.
See ya.
Do you know what Sasha's just said? It's been many, many months, and I've finally called alive. Shake your flaps. This is a Boss Monday now. She's one of us, eh? Tell ya. Well, I'm sorry, you've only just joined us, Sasha. I'm going to be kicking you off. I'm really sorry. But, we've had 14 minutes. So everybody over on Facey, have a great Monday, and I'll catch you online later, or you can catch the episode on Thursday. Or you can go on Patreon now as well. Bye.
I have got the numbers.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to know, because I'm going to be asking the question in a minute, aren't I? In fact, I can do it now, before you forget.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the answer to this.
Okay, so you'll be playing along as well.
Well, yeah, because if I knew, I wouldn't ask you to fucking count them, was I? I'm not that much of a sadist.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Well, I didn't count them.
Oh, Mrs. Judy.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, right. So we'll do a competition now because we forgot last time.
We did. Yeah.
Right. So this is a 2-part question, and you're not getting 2 T-shirts, but I want the right answer to both.
Okay. For both?
For both.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, if they don't, it'll be the nearest.
Okay.
I want to know, not including any specials or Patreons, just the main episodes. This is 92 episodes now.
Uh-huh.
How many episodes was Nancy in? And how many episodes has Ryan been in? They can be in them both together as well. And therefore, who has been in the most?
Yeah.
Go!
And you want number of episodes for each?
Yeah.
Okay.
So who's done the most and how many for each? And the nearest can get it. And Sarah P, step away from the fucking keyboard, love.
Yeah,
You've got more T-shirts than me.
You're blocked.
Dylan's laughing as she said something.
Yeah, she said, before you said that, steps away from keyboard.
Right then, so while they're all thinking,
Yep.
I am going to do another on this day, and there's going to be a little trigger warning with this.
Nice.
Everybody.
I like that.
Okay. I know you like it, but by the end of it, you might be a bit like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not going to go on because this is not my segment. But on this day in 1944, the youngest person in US history was executed by the electric chair at the age of 14.
What the fuck?
His name was George Stinney, and he was a black American. So I'm just going to say a little bit about it, not too much. I have got a picture though, and I have warned the guys not to look at the picture until it went up, and I'm going to be giving you all a trigger warning too. So we are talking about death, and we're talking about obviously execution and a huge injustice, really. So George Stinney Jr. He's 14 years old. It says here wrongfully convicted and executed. We don't know about the wrongfully bit. I'll tell you a little bit about that in a minute. But I think everybody can agree that he should not have been executed regardless at the age of 14. In modern times, really, 1944 is still modern times. We're not talking about 1700s here where every motherfucker was getting hung. So black teenager living in a small mill town called Acaloo in South Carolina. 2 young white girls were brutally murdered, Bessie June Binnicker and Mary Jane Thames. George and his younger sister had apparently been seen with the girls earlier that day, and that's all it took.
Wow.
He was seen with his sister around these young girls, and that's all it took. Within hours, George was taken by police, no parents, no lawyer, no witnesses, just George alone in a room with the police. And he was bullied into a confession, if that's what you can call it.
Yeah.
But it was never recorded or written down. The police just said, yeah, he's confessed, and that was enough.
Wow. What year was this, sorry?
1944.
Yeah.
Okay. So George's trial, if that's what you can call it, lasted a day. The jury were all white. The defence barely showed up. No cross-examinations, no witnesses called. And the trial transcript only went on for a few pages. So basically, not even a short story.
Yeah, just he's the guy, shut the book.
The verdict, of course, was guilty.
Yeah.
No recommendation for mercy whatsoever. And George was sentenced to death by electric chair. Let that sink in for a minute. It's a child
Yeah.
sitting on an electric chair. I just can't even imagine what was going through that poor kid's head. He was so small that they had to sit him on a Bible on the electric chair, so he was tall enough to fit into the headpiece. I mean, that image alone.
Yeah.
It's actually been around, that image, a lot, and it's just burned into your mind once you see it. It's awful. So, 70 years later, in 2014, his conviction was actually vacated. A judge reviewed the case and ruled that George had not received a fair trial. No fucking shit. No shit. I mean, that's putting it really mildly, basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it was acknowledged that those fundamental violations of his constitutional rights. I mean, I suppose there isn't enough superlatives to explain how fucking outrageous this is.
Yeah, true.
But it was a violation of his constitutional rights.
That's the best.
Yeah. It wasn't legal correction. It was a moral reckoning, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Even though he's long gone and he didn't have any chance to grow up, at least, you know, his name's been cleared to a point. But what happened after the execution? Has anybody looked back and tried to find the real killer? Yes, they have, but nobody has actually been found guilty of this.
They're probably not even alive now.
Well, no, most people are going to be dead, aren't they? Or, you know, lost their marbles or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So the people in the area at the time, they quite liked a powerful white family in the area, and they believed that they had something to do with these girls going missing, and they used this young black kid as a scapegoat.
Yeah.
But it was never proven. And there was also talk of a deathbed confession, allegedly, but it was never, the person was never named publicly. So there's no hard proof, no smoking gun.
Yeah.
And if the truth ever existed, it's probably disappeared now. You know, so much time has gone past. There's no DNA evidence and nothing like that. So what's left? A powerful statement, really, and basically a terrible, terrible miscarriage of justice. We don't know if he actually did this or not, but what evidence we do have points us in the direction of absolutely not. Absolutely not. It was somebody else. The way these kids were brutally murdered, they actually don't think a kid of his tiny size could have done it.
Yeah.
Actually. So even though this is a long, long time ago, this story of George, 70 odd years ago, it's still quite current when we think about the injustice around, especially in America and other countries, around black people and young black people.
Yeah.
And it's a reminder, really, that kids, especially black kids in those kind of countries, they're not seen as kids at all by, especially some people in authority. They're seen as threats.
Yeah.
And even though it's a long time ago, it's still happening. Okay, kids aren't being executed, but he was made a scapegoat.
Yeah.
And he died for that.
Yeah.
And, you know, we are still seeing, you know, black men being, you know, attacked and stuff by people in authority. So even though all that time's passed, has actually much change in attitude. George, 14, we don't know exactly what happened, but he really should not have been sentenced to death. He should have got a proper a day in court at least. Yeah. Now, we do have a photo. Now, it's not nice. So we'll just flash it up for 5 seconds, Dylan. And look away now.
Oh. Poor kid.
Okay, just take it down for us. So for those that did look, I'm sorry if that was disturbing, but it needs to be seen.
Yeah.
That's a child on an electric chair. It's just not right.
Crazy.
Okay, so swiftly moving on. Have we got any answers to our t-shirt competition?
Yeah, I was going to say, should we stop it there just in
Yeah.
case anyone goes and counts?
Mhm.
I'm going to say Cat Martin was the winner.
Excellent. I don't think Kat's won before.
No?
No.
Well, there you go, Cat.
Okay, so
So Cat
what
said,
was the answer?
well, do you want me to say what Cat said?
Go on.
And then, yeah. So Cat said, Ryan's done the most, I would say, with 54 and 43 for Nancy.
Ooh, okay.
Now, do you want to have a guess at what the actual answer is?
Yes, I think you've done the most.
Yeah.
And I think you've done 61, and I think Nance has done about 49.
Really close. Nancy's done 46.
Okay.
I've done 57.
Oh, okay. So that's not including all the patrons and extras and stuff that you've done as
True.
well in the
Yeah, yeah,
lives.
yeah, yeah.
So that's
That's
just
just
the
main
mainstream.
episodes.
Oh,
Yeah.
get you.
Oh, 57?
Oh, yeah.
I don't
I
know.
think I like you. You can stay.
The trial period's over.
The trial period of how many episodes? 50 what?
57.
57. Well, you know, I'm a hard taskmaster. What
You
can
are,
I
yeah,
say?
yeah.
So I said 57 episodes. I'd say you've made it up from apprentice to actual proper host now. Well done,
Get me on
kid.
that side of the desk.
Well done. Congratulations.
Just a pair of us sat that side.
I don't know. I went on a podcast recently with Leanne.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
yeah, yeah.
I was going to say off the radio. She's not on the radio anymore. She does Ladies of Liverpool. It's a long-standing podcast, a series type podcast. Been on there before, and yeah, I went on recently. And what was my point? What did we do before?
Something about where you was sat.
Oh yeah, so I went in the room. Fucking hell, I'll sit on your side.
Oh.
Oh, it was discombobulating.
Yeah.
And I had my mojo, but you know, I was a little bit like
Disorientated.
when I was looking that way to talk to her rather than looking that way to talk to you.
Yeah,
I was
find
like,
that a bit weird, I think.
yeah, I just didn't like it. It was like that day when I came in, sat down for what, 5 seconds. I went,
Yeah.
nope, stand up,
Oh,
swap
yeah,
round.
that was when we were in the old place.
That's it, yeah.
weren't it?
Yeah. Right, so I am just going to do a very quick hello to some of our Patreons, and we're going to do a dangly bit. Oh, and Kat, let me know. WhatsApp me, love, because you got my number, and let me know what t-shirt you want. So we're going to do a dangly bit in a minute. We don't need the hot drinks yet, Dylan. Just I'll give you the nod.
Fastest finger first.
But I want to say hello to our new Patreons, Mochi Miller, Sharon, not that Sharon, Sharon! Ted and Claire. And a cheeky rib tickle, with consent, of course, to all of our established Patreons and our OGs. Right. So, yes, Dylan, could we...
Oh, fucking hell.
Acquire some hot drinks.
Yeah. Don't send the text.
Only
5
because-
seconds later. Right, go on.
Well, I was going to do something else, and I'm not. Shut up, anyway. Are you getting cocky now? You're on 57 episodes. Get to fuck.
Yeah, I've got my feet under the desk now.
Your feet under the desk, giving me that when I pull up. Honest to God. Hey, Dylan, have you lost weight?
I have lost weight, yeah.
You're looking good. Are you going to the gym?
Yeah, I've been going to the gym for years.
Yeah.
But
You're actually putting some work in now.
I've been doing a cut for a couple of months where I'm eating. Yeah.
Oh, chicken and rice.
Yeah. Well, not really. You just count the macros specifically.
I
haven't changed that much, but just been more conscious and not eating like loads of Haribo or something.
Yeah.
I seen a video, Dylan, on a story.
Oh, did you?
He's fucking
You've been stalking Dylan.
benching 100k.
Go away, will you?
Times 6, just smashing it out.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, that's my guy.
So
Alright.
so I've done like powerlifting in the past.
Yeah.
And done bits like that. So but now I'm almost trying to cut to lose weight. And yeah, so thank you for noticing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
do
you
you know
look
what?
sick,
Normally
man.
you've got like your back to me a bit,
Yeah.
but you've just gone side on,
Yeah.
and there's less of you. Well done.
Thank you. I appreciate
There's
it.
less
Well done.
mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tinier.
You know, you're fine before, but I just noticed when you were side on, I was like, oh,
Putting the work in,
there's
lads.
more
smashing
space
it.
between you and the desk.
Yeah.
Well done.
I usually have a hoodie on as well too,
It's a
but it's
compliment.
hot. So
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah.
True.
The sleeper build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it is that you're doing, it's working.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done. Right, you've ordered the drinks?
Yep.
Good. Right, so I'm going to do a little introduction to our next segment after the dangly bit. But this is going to explain why I'm doing it and how the fuck I came across it.
Okay.
I was supposed to do it last week, and I did financial domination instead.
I'm buckling kids.
Yeah. No, it took it. It is a good one. This. It is. It's about tomatoes. Stick with me. Stick with me.
I'm trying.
Do you like tomatoes? You can take or leave them.
Yeah.
You don't have much of an opinion on anything, really, do you?
No.
There's loads of times I've gone, so what do you think of? Yeah, I don't really care. Royal family, take or leave them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tomatoes.
If it doesn't massively affect me, I don't.
But your pasta'd be a bit shit without tomatoes in it, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, there you go. So tomatoes are important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, right. So
I like a spicy
the
tomato
first
sauce.
couple. Oh, do you? A little bit of a kick.
Oh, yeah.
I like mine a bit more herby with rosemary and stuff like that in.
Take
Bit
that
of
as well.
garlic.
Take the.
I sound like.
Oh,
I sound like I can cook.
Yeah,
Is it
I'm
a
the
jar?
same. I know what to put in it. I can't put it in.
No, I can have a go. Sometimes I go a bit overboard.
That's the same.
Right.
Yeah.
First 2 weeks in June. This is the British Tomato Fortnight. And it doesn't sound interesting. That particular bit isn't too interesting, but I'm going to say a little bit about it because it inspired me for my actual main segment,
Okay.
which is dead fun.
Oh, all right.
Honestly.
All right. Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm with you.
I'm not lying. Honest. So, first 2 weeks in June, sometimes late May. It's all about championing homegrown British tomatoes, raising awareness of their environmental and nutritional benefits,
Let's go.
and encouraging people to buy local.
Okay.
Did you know? Probably not. You can take or leave tomatoes. You don't really care about tomatoes,
no.
do you?
No.
Around 80% of tomatoes eaten in the UK are imported, mostly from the Netherlands and Spain.
Mm.
I love a good tomato.
Do you?
Yeah. Sugar drop tomatoes are nice.
Little ones.
Yeah. And there's ones called Piccolino, pick or something. They just pop in your mouth then. Nice. Yeah. I like a tomato with a bit of hummus.
I do. Yeah, I'm not.
Do you like
hummus. Yeah, I can go for hummus. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. They try and encourage people to buy British, and it also supports our local farmers who are struggling a little bit at the moment. And people do all sorts of mad things to celebrate. I'm like, why do Brits have to get on board with silly things like this and do silly British things, like dressing up as tomatoes and doing a TikTok tomato dress up challenge to see who's the most ridiculous dressed up tomato?
That's.
You'd do that then?
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
you would.
I'd get into tomatoes for that.
Right. So there's been some variations on this. Hang on. You can either dress up as a tomato or showcase a tomato in your TikTok, right? In this competition. So there's been outrageous and creative selfies. It says here. They've had tomatoes balanced on the head, so they can see how many tomatoes they can balance. I mean, if you've got a flat head, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
But I've got a round head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was once a guy who dressed up as a tomato version of David Bowie. Now, you know how much I love Bowie.
Yeah.
I've been looking everywhere for this guy dressed up as a tomato version of David Bowie now. On and off for about 4 days. Can't find him.
Can't see him, no evidence.
So it's either a lie or it was really badly shit. And David said, mate, you guys take that picture down.
Yeah.
I don't look anything like that.
That's slander.
That's too tomato-y.
Yeah.
And then, pop up, Where's Wally? Where's the tomato was going on in towns around the country. Oh, us Brits get on board with shit like this, don't we?
Yeah. We're creative with shit that you don't need to be creative with.
Absolutely. They have tomato tasting challenges, so you can blind taste tests, figuring out the different varieties like cherry, plum, and heritage.
Okay.
Trying to guess which is British grown.
Oh.
How the fuck do you know if it's British?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a tomato, a Spanish tomato, does it taste a bit more salsa-y? No.
A bit sunny.
How do you know? A bit more sunny.
Yeah.
A bit more sun-ripened.
Maybe.
I wonder maybe if it affects the taste because of the ground that it's in. It will do, won't it?
Maybe, yeah.
So I bet you like wine tasters, the tomato tasters who can say, not only is that a plum tomato, but that was grown in Ethel's farm in Valencia. Now, I know Ethel isn't a Spanish name, but she's English and she's married to Manuel, the tomato grower. Yeah, in Valencia. I don't even know Valencia's got fields. It sounds very city-ish, but,
Manuel has.
Stick with me. Yeah. It might even just be his little back garden.
Could be.
Yeah. And so people that are connoisseurs know that plum tomato has come from Ethel's back garden, who's also Manuel's in Valencia in Spain. The soil's boss.
There's got to be someone who's hyperfixated on tomatoes.
Yeah. I mean, I like them. I don't think I'd be that fixated on them.
No, no.
So that takes me on to our next segment.
Excellent.
After our dangly bit. Do you want to know what it is now? Would you like a clue?
No.
I mean, I've given you a clue. It's about tomatoes.
Are we balancing tomatoes on our head?
No.
I don't want to know then.
Okay, so we're not balancing tomatoes.
Cat Martin said she's actually allergic to tomatoes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But that's a fucker because tomatoes in a lot of shit, innit?
Yeah. A lot of shit.
Yeah.
And like even the seeds.
That's what
if you go to like a restaurant
Yeah.
and they cut things up on the board, a little tomato seed. Hey, Kat, what happens to you when you have a tomato, love? Do you bloat up?
Was it like anaphylactic?
Yeah. Do you go bit of breath play?
Get the EpiPen, but not yet.
Yeah. I need an EpiPen. Just give me a few more seconds of breathlessness.
Imagine the EpiPen going, oh, I'm so close.
Spit in my face and call me a bitch, then stab me with the EpiPen. Anyway, right, where's Calvin with the hot drinks? We need to do our dangly bit.
When you put the EpiPen in, talk dirty to me.
He's en route. Okay, so seeing Calvin's en route.
Here we go.
We're going to do our dangly bit.
Oh, she said it burns a mouth and a throat.
So, seems that Dylan's being good, Dylan can't participate.
Oh.
Are we fingering each other?
He could, but he'd have to work it off.
Is that a box of Jaffa cakes?
Yeah.
Fucking.
I've not had breakfast, guys.
Best ever. Is it a cake or a biscuit?
It says a cake, but it's a biscuit, I think.
You think it's a biscuit?
I think it's a biscuit.
I don't think it can be a biscuit. It's not hard.
But cookies aren't always hard. You can get soft cookies.
Yeah, no, but
Would you like a Jaffa
they're
cake?
still quite. Yes, absolutely.
So,
just
our
take one
dangly bit.
Just take one for yourself and pass me the rest.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to be good.
I've passed them over here.
So, this segment is called How Do You Eat Yours? And everybody has a way of eating stuff.
The
don't we?
timing. Yeah.
And one of my favourites is the finger. The chocolate finger.
You like being fingered?
I like being fingered. Of course I do. There's a Kit Kat as well.
2 fingers.
Thank you.
Oh, you are a sight for sore eyes.
Thank you very much. You had your haircut. Very nice.
Doesn't he look good?
Yeah. Oh, he's shaking. Do I terrify you?
Taking that ass, everyone.
I think I terrify Calvin.
That's
He's just
LPS's
shook.
ass.
I'm always scared.
Oh,
Thank you, guys.
good. Thank you. You didn't bow on the way out then. Hey, Calvin.
Got 2 doors, can't he? You know.
Hey, it's good that the soundproofing
Yeah.
now. So we've got 2 doors now because I'm so fucking loud. Everybody else outside can hear me. No, it's not that. It probably is. That's worked really well. You shut the door and couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. So how do you eat yours?
Okay.
So Jaffa cake. Have you got a special way of eating a Jaffa cake?
I've got a few ways to eat a Jaffa cake.
Would you like to demonstrate a way?
So obviously you've just got your normal archaic,
Yeah.
straight in. But I like to, you know the way the little jelly bit is?
Yeah.
I like to bite round these edges
Yeah.
and then I peel
Yeah.
the jelly off the sponge.
I do that.
And then I eat the sponge and then just pop the whole jelly
And
and
then-
chocolate.
But you just like suck it though. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just like.
Let it dissolve and then just swallow the jelly.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Okay. Oh, should we have a little race? But you've got no, don't, okay, because it's gonna melt. So we're obviously using the same technique here.
Yeah.
So it's how quickly
Hang on, that's close to the edge.
Mine is as well. Look.
Do you want a more central one?
No, not really. I can manage.
Kat has asked what is a Jaffa cake.
Oh, okay. So a Jaffa cake, it's like a soft base. It's like a little bit squidgy. So it's not like a cookie. It's not like a cake. It's like
Yeah, you've
a
got
soft,
the jaff there.
a soft sponge.
Yeah.
And then it's got dark chocolate and like a dark orange kind of jelly.
Best.
Yeah.
Best ever.
Now, with shrinkflation, these little fuckers are about a third
They
the
used to
size
be
now.
massive, didn't they?
Yeah. Do you remember the advert years ago with a school teacher?
Full moon.
Yeah, total eclipse.
Half moon.
She had like half moon
Yeah.
and then a total eclipse.
Yeah.
Oh, can you fit a whole one? I haven't got a very wide mouth.
I reckon I could do 4.
Could you? Anyway, we're going to do this. Right, come on. You ready?
Yeah.
And they're off. I feel like I should be doing some like
Music.
horse commentary. We've got Ryan in the lead. Oh.
He
hit
fluffed it.
She's hit
Pressure got to her.
She's hit the fence. She's down.
I might eat off the floor.
I will.
Oh,
yes, it's
okay,
clean.
so next,
Oh.
chocolate finger. Do you do anything particular with these?
No, just eat these.
So do you not like? I have lots of different ways to use a chocolate finger. It depends who I'm talking to.
That's why the hot drink is here.
Yes. So it depends who I'm talking to. So sometimes I just like do that. If I'm really trying to make somebody uncomfortable and they're talking to me about something serious, I just go like a. Nice. I'm going to leave that now. I'll eat it in a minute. So, but the other way is use it as a straw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you bite one end off, you bite the other end off, yeah? And you stick it in your hot drink and use it as a straw.
Yeah.
But you can't let it soak too much because it'll disintegrate. You ready?
Ooh.
Oh, it's like a Malteser, isn't it?
But you've got to do it quick. Otherwise,
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, shit. Don't do it.
Pardon?
It just disappeared in my mouth.
Yeah, it literally just goes. You've got to do it quick.
It was like a skip.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, have you got a special way of eating a Kit Kat? Everyone's got a special way of eating a Kit Kat. Have you got a special way of eating a Kit Kat?
Absolutely.
I used to bite all the chocolate off.
Would you like half of me Kit Kat?
I would like a full Kit Kat if you've got it.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, then. You take a finger.
No, I'm alright. Oh, yeah, go on, yeah.
We've also got Twixes, if you want a Twix. I don't know if we've got time to do a Twix. So, the way I eat a Kit Kat is I eat the right end off.
Shit.
And I bite the other end off.
Same thing.
I don't put it in my tea.
Oh.
Bite round the edges.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, though.
So, if you guys have got, who are alive, a different way of eating things, let us know and we'll try it. But it's not a Kit Kat, I haven't got any left.
Oh, I love Kit Kat.
Very nice.
The biscuit and Kit Kat or the wafer.
So, that's how I eat a Kit Kat. Have you got a special way of eating a custard cream?
No.
No. You don't take one side off first.
I used to. But
Okay, I'm not going to do this because it looks disgusting. Hang on.
But yeah, I just bosh the custard creams in.
So, anybody else who are alive, do you do the chocolate finger thing like I just did and suck your hot drink?
I've never done that with chocolate
Haven't you?
finger. That's fucking game changer.
So, I'm not going to do it because I've had loads. But I'd normally take the top side off.
Yeah.
It doesn't always come off, so you've got to nibble around the edge.
Yeah.
And then nibble the top bit off.
Yeah.
And then I don't even like, I'm not ladylike. I just literally just go,
Yeah.
like I'm licking Fanny.
Like a stamp. Oh.
I don't lick Fanny like that. But it's literally like tongue out like that until it's all gone. And then the last little bit of biscuit in my tea. I'm actually going to have that in a bit. Just not right now because I need to do my second. Do you want any more chocolate stuff?
No, I'm good with my Jaffa
You're
cakes.
okay with the Jaffa cakes? Would you like any chocolate stuff?
No, I'm totally fine, Vicky.
Okay, looks like I'm about to get the fork, buzzer.
You want Jaffa cake?
I'll take a Jaffa cake, though.
Can't think of Jaffa cake.
You sure?
Heads
And Jaffa
or
cakes?
tails?
Ooh, head. Oh, squished it.
Heavy-handed. It's all that
Yeah.
weightlifting.
Yeah. Bench press a Jaffa cake.
Right then, so we're going to go on to our segment. I'm really, really sorry. I've still got crumbs in my mouth. I've probably got a little bit of chocolate going on as well, but yeah, mind your business. It's just one of those things. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. We are going to be talking about La Tomatina. Have you heard of it?
No.
La Tomatina is a festival in Spain. Been going on for years. I was eating the last of me bicky. And it's a festival held annually on the last Wednesday of August. And I know it's not August, but the British tomato thing was in June. So that's where the link is.
Yeah.
And it's in the last Wednesday in August, in a small Valencian town called Buñol in eastern Spain. And what's it all about? It's basically a 1 hour long tomato fight in which
Whoa.
tens of thousands of people hurl overripe tomatoes at each other.
I've seen this. Yeah.
I'm really sorry, I've got crumbs around my mouth. So there's around 20,000 people. Now, it was 50,000,
Yeah.
but it got a little bit too hard to handle by the local authorities. So now they actually sell tickets and cap at 20,000 people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, where did this all begin? It's a bit sketchy, to be fair. We're not too sure exactly where. But there's a couple of stories. One dates back to 1945. This is the more commonly accepted tale, but we're still not sure. In a local parade in Bunyol, there's a group of young men try to join in with the festivities. They reckon, although details vary, that they were possibly trying to join in with the performers or jump on a float as part of the parade. And there's a little bit of a scuffle. A nearby vegetable stall was overturned. And because basically tomatoes are everybody's weapons of choice, aren't they? They decide to hurl them at each other and a spontaneous food fight broke out.
Amazing.
That is where they think it came from, but they're just not too sure. Anyway, the next year, they actually brought their own tomatoes. They didn't rely on the fruit sellers. And it became a thing quite regularly. Yeah. The event was banned several times in the 1950s under Franco's regime. He frowned upon anybody having any kind of fun, really. Yeah. But the people in Bunyol, they fought back. But not with tomatoes this time, with protests hitting the streets and mock funerals. I read somewhere they actually held this mock funeral in 1957, I think it was, and there was a coffin being carried down the street with a giant tomato inside it. Anyway, the council relented in the end in the 70s, and they brought it back, and now it attracts tourists from all around the world.
Oh, I'd love to go to that.
Yeah, and in 2002, it was declared a fiesta of international tourist interest by the Spanish government. Yeah. So let's get into just a little bit more about what happens. It's not dead long or anything like that, but we have got some photos as well. So I'll ask Dylan to bring up some photos for me in a minute. Okay. So, like I said before, it started donkeys years ago, but literally year on year on year, it's got busier and busier and busier to the point where we had to sell tickets. But people flock from all over the world as well as locally, and all the people in the local town really get on board.
Oh, yeah.
In the days and weeks leading up to it, they actually protect all the shops and buildings and streets. They cover all the shops in plastic and they'll board all the windows up and that. Yeah. Not because it's like, oh, the pests are coming. It's just like, no, this is happening, but we're just going to protect our building, because they actually get involved in it as well.
Oh, yeah, you would.
Yeah. With the clean up and all that kind of thing. But they absolutely love it, and obviously they jump on board with, like, you know, mementos, memorabilia and stuff, and I'm sure they make loads of money out of it as well. But on the actual day itself, there's literally people wearing goggles and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen pictures and videos of it.
On the day, the chaos officially begins at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
But they don't actually do the tomato fight straight away. There's this big, massive greased pole with a ham at the top of it. And people have got to, like, climb up this greased pole to get the ham. Yeah. And then once the ham's claimed, like a big buzzer goes off or whatever, and the tomato fight starts. So you've got to claim the ham.
Yeah.
For the buzzer to go off, the horns to go off to start the thing. Sometimes people don't always get the ham.
Yeah.
And then somebody, you know, Pedro goes, right, fuck this shit, it's taking too long, and hits the horn.
Fuck the ham.
Yeah. Yeah. Then, once the horn sounds, big, massive dumper trucks come along, loaded with tomatoes, absolutely loaded, and just dump them in the middle of the squares and streets.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And they reckon there's about 120 metric tons of tomatoes, which is roughly 2 million. 2 million tomatoes that they dump.
Oh, we should go.
The rules, once the tomatoes have been dumped and the horn's been blasted, you've got to squash the tomatoes before you throw them to minimise injury. If you think about an unripened one, it'd be dead hard like a rock.
Yeah.
These are ripened, soft tomatoes. You can't tear clothes. You can't grab somebody to stop them running off.
Fair.
You can't throw anything else apart from tomatoes, so no stilettos. And once the hour's up and the second horn sounds, that's it. It's literally tomatoes down.
Yeah.
Stop right now. No hailer afterwards. There's murder if you do that.
That's fair.
Right. Once that happens, you're literally hosed down. So all the locals that have been bored in the shop, that they come out, hose you down. They've got like jet washers, they've got normal hoses. Fire trucks come out and they're hosing people, hosing the front of buildings, hosing the streets. And there's actually a river, the Bunyol River. And apparently, I mean, if this is like beginning of June, it wouldn't have heated up. Really, it takes till later on in the year to heat up. It would be freezing. It says here, if you're brave enough, you can jump in the Bunyol River.
Oh, you've got to get in.
Yeah, I probably would, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, it's not just about, chucking bloody tomatoes at each other. Yeah. It's actually become a massive part of that area in Spain.
Oh, yeah.
So they've become really proud of. And it is bringing a lot of money in. And they fought long and hard to actually keep it going. I love that. The community is like, no, fuck you, we're doing this. So it's become part of their culture now and identity in that area. And it's become a source of pride.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah. It says that the local town has only got 9,000 people on in it. And it brings at least 20,000 to the actual throw-in, but people come just to spectate as well.
Of course,
so, and they descend not just for the day, they'll come for a week and all the hotels are busy, the bars and restaurants and all that. It's great. And so the people in the local area make a big thing out of it. There's local music and there's dancing and all that. It's really good. And the people embrace it. Yeah. They embrace the madness of it all. I just love the fact they go out and hose everybody down. So some little facts that I found. I always like to find the fun facts that people don't really know. The tomatoes, I was a bit of a waste of food, really.
Yeah.
That's a lot of like pasta sauce going down the drain there, isn't it?
Yeah.
But actually, the tomatoes are not suitable for consumption.
I had to think that when you said
they're specifically grown for industrial use, and they're cheaper and lower quality than you'll find in a supermarket. They're really watery and fibrous, so perfect for squashing, basically, but not for eating at all. This festival, it says, has inspired other copycat festivals around the world. There's tomato fights in Colombia, and there's fruit and wine battles in Italy and Argentina. I'll get on board with the wine one. But none of them seem to match the scale of the original, and people don't seem to flock from around the world as they do with La Tomatina. It's over really quick. It says it's over in an hour. But they've said the people that take part, it feels like a really long hour because it's an hour of continuous ducking, diving, throwing, laughing.
Yeah.
And actually, an hour's long enough. I was like, God, all that just for an hour.
It'd be amazing.
All that hype and the clean-up and the expense and all people coming in for an hour. But apparently, there's a big build up to it. They get themselves all built up. Yeah. So by the time the hour's over, they're like, just
that was
get a beer. Yeah, hose me down and get a beer.
Yeah.
And it says that the clean-up is remarkably efficient, and within hours the streets are clean. And the citric acid in the tomatoes actually acts as a disinfectant and cleaner, leaving the streets sparkly clean.
Fucking hell. Win-win.
Good stuff, yeah. It says, lastly here, in 1971, there's actually a tomato shortage and the event was almost cancelled, but instead the locals improvised using other soft vegetables and fruits. But didn't go quite as smoothly because there was more injuries and more complaints. Yeah. And that was the last time they ever strayed away from tomatoes.
No way.
I'd so do that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Would you do that, Dylan?
Absolutely.
It sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it?
Big day out.
An hour of chaos. Yeah. Basically, I mean, you know what I'm like with sploshing. I'm all over this.
Yeah.
And I like tomatoes as well. Yeah.
We'd be on.
So I really, really love this. And I tried to find, why do people do this? 'Cause there's no fundraising or not like that. True. It just seems to be on a lot of people's bucket list now. They've heard about it. And they just love the whole, the joy, the release. They're just being silly for an hour. Why are we doing it? No reason. Really, we're just going to be silly for an hour, and I really, really love that. And also, it's something that you can take part in, like a group activity, but you haven't got to be good at anything. You haven't got to sing. You haven't got to dance. You haven't got to have a talent or a skill. You just need to throw tomatoes in the right direction, or not.
Yeah,
and it's just all about having fun. Yeah. So I really, really love that. Now we have got some photos, Dylan, if you'd like to flash them up in whatever order. Right. Actually, do you know what? if you go to the history of Tomatina first.
Perfect. That's what I was on. Oh, let me just.
Oh, they're the trucks.
Hang on.
Increase the size of this first. Oh, sorry, everyone.
It's okay.
2 seconds. Boom.
So the first picture has got the dumper truck that I was telling you about. Look at all the people in the streets. That's a massive dumper truck.
Yeah,
It's filled with tomatoes, but there's people on the tomatoes in the dumper truck.
That'd
For
be
those who
me.
aren't watching, that would be you.
That'd be me, yeah.
So they're waiting as
look
the
at
dumper
that.
truck's tipping. They're going to slide off with it, aren't they? That's a lot of tomatoes.
Yeah.
They're a little bit clean there, though, so the buzzer's only just gone off.
That's
hasn't
just
it?
gone off, hasn't
Yeah.
it?
So the next one, they're a little bit more obliterated. Here we go. So for those who aren't watching, there's a group of people in very close proximity with not a lot on, and there's a lot of tomato juice flying everywhere.
Yeah.
There's a lot of whole tomatoes, part tomatoes, a lot of mess.
Oh, Kat,
basically.
you'd have a fucking nightmare there, wouldn't
Yeah.
you?
And then it's the one aftermath. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
So that's what the
yes.
shops look like afterwards. So again, for those who
Wow.
aren't watching, I'd say it's about an inch deep in tomato juice because there's a grid up and you can see.
Yeah.
And somebody's brushing the tomatoes away from their front doorstep. And it's really thick. There's a really thick layer of tomato. And there's not a bit of the wall or floor
No.
that isn't covered in juice.
The irony of him wearing the red top.
I know, yeah. But, he doesn't look pissed off.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, it's that time of year again.
Yeah.
I just need to
only
get
an
the brush
hour,
out.
innit?
Yeah. So I love that. I think I'd definitely go to La Tomatina.
Yes, 100%.
Anything that's a little bit silly. I
Yeah.
like it, really.
Are you doing a fast factoid
I
now?
am.
Can I butt in quickly?
Go on.
So there's a trend going around
Go on.
where you upload the photo and AI tries to
Yes, I saw this one
decide
that you did.
what's next.
Yeah.
Dale, have you got my email?
Yes, 1 little second.
Oh, God.
Just get that up. Just this video.
I made this one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Go on, then. Does it look like us, then?
No.
It's got a ponytail.
We just go
Nice
missing.
ass.
It's just, it is us and then it's not us.
I know,
But
yeah.
the Pattern's still there.
Okay, so for those who aren't watching, we'll put this on our facey. So we just put a picture of me and Rai at the Pattern Live. I'm piggybacking him, and then AI decides to do its magic, and
Yeah.
I'm jumping off head first with a ponytail, and then I become somebody else, and so do you.
Yeah.
And then the ponytail kind of goes into your hand. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fucked, isn't it?
It is a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm quite happy with my ass in that video.
Yeah.
It's not my ass, but I'd be quite happy with it.
Cheers, AI.
Yeah. It stays up. I'm at that age where my bum needs a little bit of encouragement nowadays, like everything else, like my jowls and my tits. Anyway, right, we're going to do a quick fetish factoid.
There we go.
So, it's something that you know something about and you've seen me doing.
Okay.
But Dylan,
Yes.
I don't know whether Dylan has seen this, but I think he might know the abbreviation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
CBT.
CBT, as in cognitive behavioral therapy.
No.
Oh yeah, there's the other one because that's the thing. Have you mentioned this before?
I haven't done it as fetish factoid, but I've mentioned it in lots of episodes as something that I love to do with a big smiley face.
Yeah, because every time you mention it, I go, "What cognitive behavioral therapy?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Remind me, please.
Cock.
Oh, cock and ball torture.
Hey!
I know that one.
Yeah.
See, he's paying attention in class. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about it, and a little bit about some of the things that I've done. Just because, not loads, just a little bit.
Why not?
But cock and ball torture. So people who aren't into kink and they own a cock and ball, ball
off.
after I finish with a singular. If you own cock and balls, you're probably going to be cringing and retracting. Your balls are in your throat.
Like, I have to be here, you don't.
No.
Save yourself.
No, you can say enough, but no, please don't. Okay, so it's practiced by people of all genders.
It is.
Have you ever seen men doing cock and ball torture on another man?
I haven't, no.
Okay.
I've always said I wanted the Dragon Tail one, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you wear it branded, but you didn't see me doing the triple tail on Harry, did you?
No. No,
Okay.
we were off doing a scene.
So I had Harry in the cock and ball stocks again. And I was doing all sorts of things to his Willie. And then a couple of days later, checked in on him. And I went, how's your knob? And he went, it's okay. I can piss through the same hole and straight. And it's just some light bruising. So I said, pics or it didn't happen. So he dutifully sent me pictures of his flaccid penis with whip like stripes going down them like that, like tiger stripes.
I remember mine after the surgery and it was all fucking bruised. Oh.
Yeah, it's not pretty, is it really?
No. That
No.
like that area shouldn't be bruised.
No, but Happy Harry loves it.
Yeah.
He absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
And do you know what? He was jumping around for about 5 days, on cloud 9. I love him to bits. He's just nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Yes.
So, cock and ball torture. It doesn't have to be torture. We call it torture because we like to use big, scary words, basically, for all the vanillas out there. But it's stuff that we do to a cock and or balls. It isn't necessarily supposed to be pleasurable. It's supposed to release hormones or make you feel a way that might make you feel humiliated or aroused at the time, or mainly at a later date when you're having a little wank about it afterwards.
Yeah.
It does involve pain, even though it said it isn't always torture. And what I'm saying is they're going to be left with a penis at the end of it, but a very bruised, sore penis at the end of it. You can use lots of different implements. My favourites, though, are whips, and I like to cane the end of them and cane up the ball sack as well.
Fucking hell.
I like to get a cattle prod and electrics on them. I like to lock them in stocks so they're like bulging. I like to hang things from them. I've got cuffs that wrap around them that are weighted. I have trapped them in between 2 chopsticks with elastic band either side. This is where Ryan is now just considering his last 57 episodes and if he wants to carry on.
You waiting for me to fucking pass the trial before you got this out, didn't you?
So there's a lot of things there that I've done. And this is one of these things. I went down the list and I went, yep, done that, done that. Why do people like it? Humiliation, definitely, because a lot of the time we'll be, I don't generally, but we'll be like flogging it or whacking it and missing it on purpose because it's so small.
Got you.
It's a really tiny target and I can't hit it. Yeah. Control and vulnerability. So allowing somebody full access to somewhere which is very valuable to you. Edge play, people like to dance close to limits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And taboo and transgression, a lot of people like to do things that are just seen as shocking or off limits. Wrong. You should not be doing that to somebody's cock and balls. So, this is the list I went through. Different types. So, ball stretchers and ball cuffs. So, these are like, it's like a collar. Yeah. And it sort of goes over your cock and then falls over your balls, or it can wrap around your balls and then like wear like a skirt over your balls, and then you can hang weights from them. And a certain person that we know on our team has had kilos hung off his ball sack to the point now where his skin is so stretched he can literally like just do that over his face. I'm not lying. Rope, elastic bands, or specialised devices. So, we can have chastity devices. We can tighten them up a little bit. Rope, absolutely. Elastic bands is something that I generally don't do.
Yeah.
Because there's often pubic hair there. And as much as I want to inflict pain, I don't want to wax them. Well, pluck them.
Get in there, haven't you?
Yeah. Slapping, punching, spanking, or flicking. I love doing all of that, especially flicking. If I've got stretched balls, because I've wrapped something around them, they're really, really, really tight. I just go, I don't know if I do it hard. It's like I've just gone.
A little love tap. You okay, Dill?
Yeah.
I'm struggling.
Okay. Implements may include floggers, paddles, or even shoes during trampling. I've done that too.
Oh, not the plimsoll.
So I have my Rocket Dog plimsolls. I wear Doc Martens. I've got little heels, and I'll walk up and down somebody. But I'll spend special time on the willy. And if they've got a substantial size willy, I don't go, ooh, substantial size willy.
Target.
Yum. I go, ooh, I can fit a whole Doc
Yum.
Marten on there. And so I'll press down and leave a little print on the shaft. You love it. You love it. Sensation and temperature plate, ice cubes or wax.
Yeah.
Yeah, done that. Pinwheels, zappers, done that.
Yeah.
I zap them all the time. Pinwheels, yeah. I actually electrify the pinwheel and then go up the shaft. Yeah. Weights and stretching, we talked about that. E-stims, yeah. Have you done e-stim while you're shagging?
No.
No. Okay.
No, we put one in there, which was noise activated.
Yeah.
We were, obviously loads of people doing impact.
Yeah.
So if there was a big hit, it'd pick up
It
on
got
it.
her.
It'd zap her. So you just hear, and then she'd scream, and everyone would be like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, no one hit you."
Yeah.
We had to explain.
Clever that, though, isn't it?
Amazing.
Clever, yeah. So crushing and trampling, we've said that. Needle play or piercing.
I photographed something similar to that.
Yeah.
Nails.
Oh, yeah. So when you're doing things like this that's really edgy, you need to know what you're doing. And you absolutely 1000% need anatomical awareness. So if anybody wants to do this, you really should be taught. We do CBT and trampling at School of Kink at Townhouse. Because we're talking about organs that are very, very, very fragile, that guys are very, very precious over, quite rightly. And you need to do it in a way that hurts them more up here than down there.
Yeah.
You do hurt them down there, but not to a point where they're literally, keeling over crying. Yeah. When we do cock and ball torture, it's not the sort of kick in the nuts that makes you vomit.
Yeah.
If I'm going to do it to somebody's nuts, I will actually get not a cock ring, but it's a similar type of like a cock ring that goes over their cock and their balls, so the balls can't move.
Yeah.
So when I do tap them or whatever, whack them, they're not going to fucking go back up again and make them go.
Oh, I get you.
I do it in a certain way that I build it up and they don't move so much. Yeah. When in the past I've found if I do it and there's more movement, it makes them worse.
Got you.
So that's why I do it.
Yeah.
Everyone's different and not everybody likes the cock and balls to be restrained, obviously. So you'd have to be careful with that. Negotiation, got to do it like loads and loads and loads. Yep. Thing about aftercare, what's the person going to do afterwards? Are they shagging that night? If they are, don't do cock and ball torture. And start slow, work your way up slowly, and use body safe tools and equipment. At the end of the day, it's, like I say, it's a very sensitive area of the body, can be very easily damaged. The skin surface can be breached really easy. Clean hands, gloves, clean stuff, all that kind of thing. Yeah. The guys love it for many, many, many reasons. I can't tell you how many times I've been asked for CBT over the years. It's one of my most popular, probably right under foot fetish.
Yeah.
CBT. Yeah. And I like it.
Yeah.
I'm really good at it.
It's a hard watch.
I'd say for a guy, it's really, really, really hard watch.
I remember you done a scene in the courtyard.
with
you had your double tail. Fuck off, right on his dick, and you seen the 2 marks come straight away, and then his dick just went from about that big to.
I know, yeah.
And you went, oh look, it shriveled up, and then everyone started laughing. And I was like,
yeah.
Oh.
But he loved that.
I know.
Loved it.
The thing is, he didn't even flinch or nothing.
No.
He just stood there like that, bang.
But this is not Appy Harry. That guy, Appy Harry makes loads of noise. He's dead primal.
Yeah.
This other guy, I'm not going to say what his name is.
No.
He just goes, ooh.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's fucking unnerving.
So I can whack him loads. I'm fucking sweating. Nothing from him. If I get me triple or me double tail on his bell end, normally people go, oh. He just goes, ooh.
Yeah.
That's it.
It just, and his posture doesn't change or nothing, stands behind the back, bang.
No. Unreal. Honestly,
crazy how it affects different
he's a
people,
powerhouse,
isn't it?
that guy.
Yeah.
And then he sends you pictures as well afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Good shot.
On that ball-busting bombshell, we are going to go. And we remember the T-shirt competition this time.
I know he's on it.
I was beating myself up last time for forgetting that. So, well done, Kath. Get in touch, my love. We'll sort that out for you.
I'll put a tomato in it for you.
Not a squashed one, though. We don't want tomato juice and seeds on it.
A separate bag. Just a little zippy bag. Little tomato.
But she lives the other side of the world. So by the time it gets there, it'll be a rotten tomato.
Yeah.
So, anyway, right, so we're going to go. If you binge watch and put the kettle on, we'll see you in 5. If not, I'll see you next week.
Lots of love.